What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hamstang, and today I am just super stoked to check out this new phone that we have on the house, and this is the Poco F4 GT. And of course, last year's 2021, one of my favorite phones, which is the Poco F3. I actually really like the phone a lot. I did use it personally for about 6 months or so. So yes, that was really a phone that I did recommend a lot, and I did use it a lot on myself as well. And sad thing was that we didn't get the Poco F3 GT, but this year instead here in Malaysia, I managed to get my hands on the Poco F4 GT. Now guys, this is the renamed version of the Redmi K50 Gaming Edition. So yes, this phone here, I'm super stoked about it, super excited to share with you guys my experience and also my hands-on with this amazing phone over here. So in today's video, what we're going to do is first go through the key specs and features, and of course check out how the phone actually is if you do decide to buy this. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off with the unboxing over here, and what I gotta say in terms of the packaging is that it looks really cool, very kind of gaming feel, very kind of racing kind of feel. So I really like the color, so let's just open this bad boy up and see what we have inside. So first we got the books and stuff inside here. Let's open this up. Here are the quick start and manual guides. Here is a USB-C dongle for your earphones if you guys want to use it for your gaming sessions. Also, we do have a nice super clear phone case over here. Next up, we have the 120 watt brick charger over here. It's very heavy, and one thing pretty interesting is that in terms of the cable, it's very unique because they gave this kind of gaming cable over here to put it on the side so that you can actually use it while you're gaming and also can charge up pretty fast as well. And finally, we have it. This is the Poco F4 GT. Super nice, and yeah, I just gotta say it feels really nice in hand, really solid. Let's just open this bad boy up. Oh my goodness, looks really awesome. Oh, this is the Stealth Black Edition. I got this for about 21.99 ringgit Malaysia during the launch sale, but of course, if you don't buy it during the sales, it goes for about 24.99 for the 12 gigs RAM and 256 gigs model. And I gotta say, it looks really awesome over here. So let me just set up this phone and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so here we have it. This is the Poco F4 GT, and what I gotta say is that it looks really steady, slick, rugged, or whatever you want to call it. It just looks really awesome. I mean, if you're gonna bring this out, it just looks really sick, and it's a bit of a shame if you guys put on a case on it to block out all this kind of goodness over here. It looks really nice, but one thing I did notice is that you're gonna get a bit of fingerprints on the back, so you might want to slap on maybe a skin or maybe a nice clear case to protect it from getting a lot of fingerprint. On the back, it is made out of glass, but on the front, it is made out of a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. It's not the Victus Plus that you're gonna find on the Samsung S22 Ultras and all these other phones, but it's still a very solid glass build material, and of course you have your aluminium frame as well. Going on to the bottom, we have your USB-C for your fast charging. You have your stereo speaker setup, Dolby Atmos, one on the bottom and one on the top as well. On the top here, as we can see, so it's on the top, so in case if you're gaming, you're not going to be blocking out, unless if you game like this, then definitely you'll be blocking out the speakers. And on the sides here, yes, one of the main attractions when it comes to the GT phones, and it's very similar to the phones like from the Black Shark and all this other stuff, is the fact that we do have this kind of magnetic pop-up triggers. So just let you hear it, looks really awesome. And one thing really awesome about this is that you can actually customize the buttons here. You can open up certain apps like your camera. So in case of like you don't want to just like open up the phone and all this stuff, you can just click on this and it goes to your camera, and of course it's just fully customizable, really nice. And of course they have to push the volume rockers on the other side. But the power button here, I just want to mention to you guys that this one here it uses a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. Works just super fast, super convenient. You can even use it in the dark or whatsoever. Even with wet fingers or whatever, you don't have to worry about it. And yes, all you need to do is just click on the side and it gets the job done really, really well. So in terms of the build and design of this, I gotta say it looks really, really awesome. One thing you're gonna notice here when it comes to the display is that yes, it's a 6.67 inch display, very nice, but you will notice some thick bezels on the sides here. So what this one would actually implement is that yes, you might be thinking this is a really awesome phone. Why did they do this? It's because this is made for gamers. So if you're using a lot of gaming and gaming sessions, you do not want to get any accidental touches over here. So definitely some bezels on the side definitely would help when it comes to your long gaming sessions. And of course, this is a flat display over here. So again, it will help especially a lot when it comes to gaming. Okay, and now let's talk about the display here. We do have a nice 6.67 inch display, AMOLED, 1 billion colors, 120Hz, HDR10 plus support, and of course a nice brightness of 800 nits. So it's a very, very solid display. I do feel that it is better than last year's Poco F3. The colors do look very sharp, deep blacks, and what you're going to expect on this, I think so far I've been watching some clips here and there, some movie trailers and all these other things. It looks really, really awesome over here, especially if you guys want to use for your gaming sessions as well. It works really, really fine. And of course, one thing that I did mention before is the stereo speakers, which of course is located on both ends over here on the same location.
You guys here too? You guys come check. Hello. I need Max's cure. Yeah, I'm on it. Peter, I need the lizard cure. Okay.
Okay, so as I can hear, and of course as you guys can hear, it is really loud, it's very clear, crispy, clear from the 4 speakers you get from the top here on the F4 GT. And of course, it's not a full-on gaming phone if you do not have your gaming specs. So over inside here, it does come with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, top of the line, of course, when it comes to your processors. Because in terms of RAM, you can either buy the 8 or 12 gigs RAM variant. In terms of storage, you can get the 128 or 256 gigs of storage. And of course, this depends on your location as well. Over here, like I mentioned, I got it for about $21.99 during some sales, and I do see it having like kind of monthly sales like the Poco F3 here in Malaysia. You do have their monthly sales, which of course is really awesome. Of course, when it talks about the storage, you have your UFS 3.1. So yes, all in all, very, very awesome specs. And of course, it does have your liquid cooling technology 3.0, which of course I'm going to test in some intense gaming sessions, whether the temperature is going to be managed well with this amazing F4 GT over here. Okay, so when it comes to the battery size, this one here does come with a 4700 mAh of battery, which is of course an upgrade compared to last year's Poco F3 at 4500. And like I mentioned before, we do have the 120 watt brick charger over here, which you can of course power this phone up. And of course, one thing I like about this is the fact that the cable here is pretty interesting because it's made for gaming, so you can just plug it in on the side. So in case if you guys want to go for really long gaming sessions, you don't have to worry. You can just plug it in and still use your phone, which of course is really, really awesome. And of course, it's made out of really steady material as well. And going on to the software side of things, over here we have the MIUI 13.0.3, and of course you do have the amazing stuff like from Xiaomi. You do have a lot of customizations like your always on display, quick ball feature, and all these other things. And one thing I always do like is this double tap to lock feature, which of course works only on Poco phones and not any other Xiaomi phones, and it works just really nice. So if you guys have been using your MIUI software, you're gonna be feeling at home over here with the F4 GT. Alright, and one more thing I want to mention about here is the haptic feedbacks, because that's what you're going to want when you're playing some games. And so far I've been testing it and just moving around the phone. I gotta say the feedback on this, when it comes to vibration, is actually pretty interesting. And of course I'm going to test it out with some gaming sessions as well. And last but not least, this still is a smartphone, so we do have some set of cameras. So in terms of the selfie shoot over here, we do have a 20 megapixel f2.4 sensor, and it can record up to 1080p at 60 fps. Because if we switch it on to the back over here, what we have is a triple camera setup, starting with a 64 megapixel main lens f1.9, and it does have your dual autofocus. Going on to the ultra wide lens, it does come with an 8 megapixel f2.2 sensor with 120 degrees field of view, and we do have a macro shoot over here, 2 megapixel f2.4. So now let's check out some shots on the Poco F4 GT. Alright, so that is it with the Poco F4 GT. And of course, if you guys are interested in what videos I should do leave it in the comment section down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do also follow me on my social as well on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also here on YouTube at Dr. Hammerstack. So that is it. This is Dr. Hammerstack. Stay safe, take care, and wash those hands.